and welcome back to my channel. I want to go ahead and do my shout out, which is to Gabriella Elizabeth Marie, and her YouTube channel link will be left in my description box. So we're going to play with the Juvia palette, the Zulu palette, and I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot in NW15. And I'm just using my fingers to warm it up and put it on the eyes. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and go ahead and tap this out. We are not going to set this so that we have better pigment within the colors that we lay down. And that way it also sticks to our concealer and it will make everything vibrant and really just pop. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm taking my makeup wipe, which will come in handy to clean up any mistakes that we make. So I'm going in, and this is from the Real Techniques. It is a thinner tapered brush, and I'm going to take the purple shade in the palette, tapping into it, and then I am going to tap this onto the eyes. I'm not going to swipe just yet, just taking tapping motions and tapping it and placing it on that outer portion of our eyelid. So I'm putting it in the crease first, just really tapping it in there, and then I'm also going to bring it down on that corner of the outer corner of our eye, and I'm going to bring it out with like a cat eye. So you want to build it out into that cat eye V shape that we're going to be doing. And then I'm just going to keep tapping this color on till I get as much pigment as I want, and then I'm going to start using windshield wiper motions, very slowly bringing that color to the inner corner and keeping it tight within that crease. I don't want to go too far above, but a little bit of it will, and that is okay because when we blend our next color, it will be a very soft, pretty transition. So I'm taking this Morphe detailed brush, and I believe this is the M433. I'll leave it linked down below in the description as well. And I'm picking up some of the purple, but we want to go from the outer corner from the crease to that inner corner of the crease. We're keeping this really, really tight within the crease. We don't want this to go below or above. Just keep it really tight within the crease. Keep picking up the color a little bit at a time and just build up that purple to be a really dark purple. Now going in with a Morphe brush. This is from the Jaclyn Hill collection, and I'll also leave this one linked down below. And I'm picking up the pink color within the palette, and I'm just picking up very little, not too much, and very lightly going above that purple that we have laid down, and I'm taking very soft motions, windshield wipers, going back and forth, lightly touching the skin, because we don't want this color to build up too fast. We want to gradually build this pink and mix it in with that purple so that we can blend them both very seamless and pretty. So now you'll see I'm going back and forth from outer corner to inner corner, and I'll be picking up some more and slowly building each time. And we want to keep going back in, picking up a little bit and then laying it down, starting on the outer corner and in the middle, so that we are putting the darkest color there and bringing that pink when we have less product to that inner corner, so it's lighter in the inner and darker on the outer corner. So just keep going back and forth and building that color. Now taking the same brush that we used for that purple, and I did not pick up any product yet, but I decided to pick up some product, and I'm going to blend that pink and purple together. Slowly just tapping it on and then using windshield wiper motions back and forth to blend them so that it is a really pretty gradient color change between the purple and the pink. Now going and picking up some more of that pink so that we can darken that pink up at the top so that you can see that there is two colors that we have on our eyes. So as you can see, that outer corner, that pink is really starting to build and pop. So we just want to keep going back in and building that color. Now I'm going back in with that tapered pencil brush that we used for the purple, picked up some more purple, and I'm just redarkening that purple that we had, tapping it. So now I'm taking the E.L.F. concealer, and this is what we're going to use to cut our crease. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand and taking a flat synthetic brush, and mine is very, very small. I am going to pick up the concealer and using tapping motions and then pressing, I am going to go ahead and cut the crease. Please be careful, take your time on this, because if you get it in places you don't want, one, you can just take the color that you need and put it back down, but you will see where it has changed and lightened up. So be careful and just take your time cutting your crease until you have exactly the cut that you want.
Give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. Give me a chance to make it right. Just let me touch you like the first time. We don't need answers to survive. Just let us keep on with the black guys. Somewhere in between our secrets, there's an imminent storm. It's unavoidable, yeah. But as long as I feel that you see me, I will play.
I'm now going in with the NYX Glitter Primer, and this is really going to help our pigmented glitter, sparkly eyeshadow really stick into place and not move, because I tried it without it and it was there, but it really didn't want to stick and adhere to the concealer. So by just tapping this on, using the same brush that we did for the concealer, tapping it onto the concealer itself, when we go and lay down that color, it's really going to make it last all day. Now I'm going in with a flat synthetic brush as well and picking up this teal sparkle color within the palette, and I am tapping and pressing this color on. Swiping, it will help, but it will start to build up the color to being chunky. So I like just the tapping, pressing motions. It seems to do the best. That way you're not having it to being cakey, chunky, or too thick. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this wherever I have the concealer. Take your time with this as well, making sure that you're getting everything and really carving out that curve of your eye.
You're on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. I'm going out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind, yeah. For you, my love, you drive me crazy. Tell me what to do, what to do. I'm on my knees, yeah, I am begging you, begging you. I'll break the rules if it will get me to, yeah.
To finish the eye look, we're picking up that pencil brush again and picking up some of the purple, and we're going to tap this on that edge where we have the teal and the purple meets, just to soften it up and blend those two colors nicely together so that there is no harsh lines once again.
I know that we got connection. I think about you. For you, my love, you drive me crazy. Tell me what to do, what to do. I'm on my knees, yeah, I am begging you, begging you. I'll break the rules if it will get me to, yeah.
I'm now taking whatever we have left over and pulling that into that crease using very slow, tight, soft motions, because I don't want to get this color anywhere else, but to put that purple back where we had it within that crease. Finally, we are going to pick up some more of this pink and darken up below the brow to really get that pink to pop and make sure everything is blended really nice.
I can't live without your love for sure. You drive me crazy, tell me what to do, what to do. I'm on my knees, yeah, I am begging you, begging you. I'll break the rules if it will get me to.
I'm going to go ahead and use a makeup wipe to clean up and to go ahead and sharpen up that outer corner so that when we do our winged liner, that we have a guide to go by, because we don't want the eyeshadow to be too low. So by cutting it, it will help. Now you can see I have on my eyelashes and my eyeliner as well. I'm going to go ahead and use the E.L.F. Putty Primer just on my T-zone, my forehead, my nose, and my chin, really pressing this product in to cover up and hide any of our pores. Going in with the Infallible by Loreal, and this is the glow. My skin's really dry, so I need something that's going to be dewy and glowy. So I'm going to press this in and rub this in wherever else I need to on my face, so that our face is ready for our foundation now. Using the Maybelline SuperStay Matte 24-Hour Foundation in two colors, 112 and 120, and putting in some of the Becca Blacklight Primer just to help give the foundation more of a glow. Mixing it all together and then going ahead and dotting it and putting it on my face so that we can tap it out with our Y6 Kabuki brush from Morphe. I believe this brush is discontinued as far as this gold color that they have, but they do have another one, or any kabuki brush that you like, or even using a sponge will work. Whatever you prefer on how you do your foundation. I like to use a brush just to get started and to get all the foundation blended out, and then I will go in with my sponge to actually press it into the skin, using a little bit of setting spray to help really press the foundation into the skin to make it look more skin-like. for concealer today is from NYX, and it's the HD in CW02. This one has a little pink undertone, which fits my face very well. But I'm going to use a little bit of the E.L.F 16-Hour Camo Concealer in light peach just to brighten up those under eyes a little bit. But I do need to get a different color in this, so I can wear this color by itself. But as far as this color alone, it is just way too bright to wear on its own. But with these two, they are so full coverage and pretty. So I was taking this brush, and I'm trying a new method to tap out under the eyes because I don't want to get concealer too far up within our wing liner. But this method ended up working very nicely and pretty, and finished tapping out in that inner corner as well. This has become my new setting. My favorite new setting powder is from Wet n Wild, translucent, and it's the Photofocus. And I am tapping this into the lid, and I am going to go ahead and press this under the eyes and anywhere I need to set my face. So I'm using a little bit more under my eyes and on my nose, and then I'll be taking any excess powder and tapping it on the back of my hand, and then pressing the rest into the skin to set down all of the foundation. This method has really been working into making the foundation last all day and not breaking up or becoming real oily. So if you do have that problem, try this method, and it seems to be working out great. My favorite bronzer is Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. They do have other colors now, but this is the original. And I started using this brush, but then I end up changing to my favorite tapered brush that I have. It just does the job so much better. I really love the way it's tapered. It fits the face. So I just tap it on now. I don't do circular motions, just using tapping motions to really press it in to the skin, and it really gives that carved out look because the way that it is tapered to fit the face. Using the Hoola bronzer from Benefit and this Real Technique brush, and I'm going to use this to contour out the face. This really gives that chiseled out look because the way the brush is long but tapered to a point at the end, it really gets under those cheekbones to give that carved out look. So I really love this brush for this reason. I'm going to go ahead and bake right underneath that contour line with the same translucent powder that we used to bake our under eyes with and set our face. Just using the Beauty Blender and following from the tip of your ear down to the corner of your mouth. That guideline really started to help me finding the way the contour is supposed to lay. So I wiped the powder away from under the eyes, and we are going in, and I'm finished pressing in that powder with my Beauty Blender that I sprayed with a little bit of Morphe setting spray. And we are going in with our blush. I'm using the Tarte Color Wheel, and I'm using the two brightest pinks within the palette, picking it up on a blush brush, and I'm going to tap this on to our cheeks to bring some color back to our face. To help tone it down just a tad, use a Beauty Blender. It will help soften up any look. Using a Colourpop Supershock Highlighter, I'll have the name listed below or on the screen. Using a beauty blender, tapping that onto the high points of the face and also the Cupid's bow and the tip of the nose. This highlighter is just so stunning, so pretty, even on its own, but we're gonna go ahead and add some more. And this is from Makeup Revolution, the Sophe X. I love this palette because it has so many different colors and they really pop. To help improve your highlight if you need it, you can always spray your brush a little bit. Don't make it wet, just spray a little, and it will really make any color highlighter pop on your face. It is so pretty. But I'm mixing the white color, the pink and the purple to really make a pop. Using that contour brush, I'm not even picking up any more product. It's whatever's left on the brush and just going down the side of the nose to just help bronze up the sides. It looks just too bare. Now I'm going in with a smaller tapered pointed brush and spraying it and going in with those highlight colors to do the inner corners of the eyes as well as underneath the brow bone. And then I'll be doing the brows off the camera and we'll be going ahead and doing our lower lash line. Remember, if you want a shout out, don't forget you have to comment, subscribe, and like this video, and then I'll shout you out possibly in the next. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel either and hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. We are going to go ahead and dust off this excess powder on our face so that we can go ahead and do our last steps. Taking the palette that we used, I'm going to start off with the purple in the palette using the same brush that we did, using very slowly going from the outer to just that middle. We do not want to bring this color all the way to the inner corner, just the middle on both sides, and then we'll be picking up the pink. On another detailed brush, pick up the pink, and this one you go below that purple, so you're mixing the purple and the pink together on that lower lash line. And to do that final touch, we are taking this very pretty rose gold pink in the palette, and that's going on that inner corner to give us another pop of color and another shine to that inner corner. So this will complete all of the eyes besides our lower mascara for our bottom line. I did use 2 pair of lashes on each eye, double them up today to give it a very dramatic look. And every product will be listed down below in our description, my description box, so that you guys know what I used today. I'm finishing off the look with a Colourpop lipstick in She's Bad. This one is a little light, so I decided to take the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Send Nudes to top it off with.
Better than all of the others. Just us. Said we would let things come between us. Let love will not be us, not us, not us. But we let each other down, 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 down. Yeah, we let each other down, 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 down. But we let each other down, down.
So this is the final look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this makeup tutorial and this look that I put together. I'm really in love with these bright poppy colors. It's spring and summertime, so I just love the way the colors pop. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and enjoying my tutorials. Thanks.